Things to consider during costume selection. Coming up next on the Tingz podcast. So some people can be overly fussy about costume selection, and with very good reasons. Others, like myself, don't really spend too much time on the matter. I know myself. I know what I like. I know what I dislike. Therefore, I go into the costume selection process with certain questions already answered in my head. And that's what I'm here to help you do today. I'm going to provide some tips and share some questions that you can ask yourself the next time you go through the costume selection process. Let's get started. Cost. Ask yourself, is this costume within my budget? Depending on where you're attending the carnival, a costume can run you anywhere from $300 to $2,000 US. So knowing how much you want to spend up front is going to help you eliminate some options once the bands have launched. Bands usually allow patrons to pay for their desired costumes in installments. So find out when the balance is due so you can plan accordingly. Maybe paying the full cost of the expensive costume up front won't work for your budget. However, managing a $1,000 costume over a period of 5 months might be more feasible for you. However, it's important to stay true to your pockets no matter what. Don't invest in a costume above your means. And don't feel pressure to pick the same costume as your friends. Stay true to who you are. And remember, you still have a ton of other carnival related things to pay for. Aesthetics. Ask yourself, does this costume complement my physical qualities? Human bodies come in all shapes and sizes. No matter what a person's body looks like, thought has to be put into their costume selection process. Yes, even the men. Color is one of the key decisions to be made. What colors make your complexion pop and which ones make you look washed out and blah? Ladies, how about your tatas? Will that wire bra do your A-cups any justice? Or would a monokini be more visually appealing? Are you not ready to have your postnatal tummy on display? Maybe the high-waisted options would be best until you're ready to rock that thong again. You got a baldy like me that you want to show off? Then ditch the oversized headpiece and go with a tiara. When you see a costume, you have to erase the current model out of it and visualize yourself in it. And I mean your current self. Don't plan on a costume for the body you hope to have by the time Carnival Day arrives. Be present in the present. Visual goals. Ask yourself, does this costume make sense for what I want to accomplish? Figure out what look you want to go for on the road. Do you want to look regal? Do you want to look sexy with a touch of tomboy? Do you want to be over the top or do you want to be low key? How about your hair? What style do you want to wear? And will the costume complement that hairdo and vice versa? Comfort and functionality. Ask yourself, am I going to be annoyed if I wear this costume on the road? Chances are you're gonna be in costume the entire day. Therefore, it is absolutely essential that you choose a costume that is going to be comfortable. Sure, those leg straps look cute, but are they going to cut off circulation and leave you with horrible tan lines? What about that neck piece? Will the heaviness of it bother you or irritate your sensitive skin? And then let me talk about the massive backpack. Will it interfere with your dancing and lessen your chances to get a proper wine? Are the feathers so long that you could trip over them yourself? And let's talk about the gems. Are they dangling from places that will constantly snag on your Carnivalista tights? Insert shameless plug. Use discount code, all caps, TingsNice 2022 at checkout. And how about that body piece? Will it be easy to take on and off to go potty throughout the day? Do you see where I'm going here, right? The things look great, But if it doesn't work out for comfort and functionality, why are we doing this? Design quality. Ask yourself, will this costume fall apart easily? Listen, don't be ashamed to zoom in on a photo, all right? Get in there real good to see what that costume is made of. If you attend the band launch in person, go forth and investigate. Hell, pull out a magnifying glass if you have to. If the photos on the website or the Instagram page aren't clear, go find the designer and hop in their DMs. Observe the hell out of any video footage you see so that you can see how well it's made. And reputation. Ask yourself, will my needs be met by this band and or designer? The band and or the designer reputation is probably one of the highest things on my list. I usually select the band first and then decide on a costume. Customer service and band size is extremely important to me. And even if I'm not in love with any of the costumes, I will still register with a band that will treat me right and give me the vibes and the quality that I deserve. As for the costume, I'll choose one that is the most appealing and accessorize the hell out of it, right? Like, I haven't had any failed costume experience yet. Actually, that's a lie. Miami Carnival 2011. We'll talk about that another time. But anyway, other than that, that was only because I didn't get all my costume. But aside from that, things usually come together quite nicely. So let's recap. Selecting a costume is a major deal for a lot of people. But if you go in with a certain mindset, your experience can be less anxiety provoking. So let's remember what we discussed today. Think about the cost, the aesthetics, the visual goals, comfort, functionality, design quality, and band reputation. If you have additional questions, hit me up in the comments or in my IG DMs. There are a couple of related episodes and vlogs that I have about this as well. So episodes from season 1, episode 104 and episode 108, the Carnival Newbie Crash course parts 1 and 2. And then I also have a vlog on Group Planning 101 that I did with Bahamian Nista that has this information as some of this helpful information as well. So go check them out. And your last bit of homework is to give us a rating on Apple Podcast or Spotify when you get a chance, especially if this episode was helpful to you in any way or entertaining. All right, thanks. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and send it to your people. Later.